Hi, this video we're going to introduce a library in Arduino programming, and we will be using step motor as an example. So libraries are computer programs written to people who have already wrote to Arduino programs, and they are available for Arduino, and so you can go ahead and go to this website, Arduino website, to see some of the available library. So the library we will be choosing today is called a Servo. That's motor, servo motor. We're going to use this library to solve the problem. And normally to start with a library, you start with a number line, a number sign, say include servo, for example, H. That's going to be the library, and don't forget the space here. Then you normally give your servo a name, servo my servo 1, or I can say servo Mars, any name you come up with. And in the setup in this library, for example, if you give the name as my servo 1, you got my servo 1 attached to. So what that means is this servo, the digital pin is going to be attached to number 2. Okay, so that's our goal. Now let's look at this program we will be using. So this is our step motor, micro servo, and there are 3 pins. This is a signal where that's connected to pin 9. And this is a power that's connected to 5 volts directly, and the ground goes to the ground. So it's a very simple circuit. Our goal for this coding is to make this servo to turn clockwise and then counterclockwise, so it switches rotation. And we will be using the library called a Servo. So let's look at the coding. We don't need to worry about those because those are just comment. So start with the number sign, include space servo.h. That's a library name. And integer POS, that means position as 0. And the servo 9. So that means we give this servo a name, just like how you did, how we're talking about right here, right? Servo, the name. That's what we're doing right now. Servo, that's a name. You can change to anything. Then in the setup, you're going to put this servo name you gave, and say attach 9. That means the digital pin 9, right? So for example, I can basically change that. If I can say this is going to be ENGR, I'm going to call this name ENGR. And so I'm going to just change it right here to ENGR. So that's my servo's name. Then in the loop, I'm going to have 4 function, and position start with 0 and then ends up with 180, and every plus equal is the same as plus plus, so it means it's increase 1 each time. Then every single time it's going to be servo dot write, so that's going to be write that position, that write this number. First time will be 0, second time you run will be 1, continue to until it gets to 180. Okay, then we will delay 15 milliseconds, every single turn, wait for 15 seconds, and then another turn. So then the second for loop, this starts at 180, then go finish at 0. However, this is a minus equal. That means every single time it's decreasing 1. So start with 180, the second number 179, 178, until it decreases to number 0, ends with 0. And then what we do is servo write that position. And every single time you reach that position, you wait for 15 milliseconds. So that's our goal. And make sure it's going clockwise rotation, then counterclockwise. So let's take a look. Let's start simulating. It seems like your code has some errors. So let's take a look what errors that might be. Okay, so obviously there's some error, and I pause for a second and look at it. Remember, I changed the name of the servo name. It's no longer Servo 9. So here I'm gonna have to change it also. That's gonna be for this servo. We're gonna write position, and it's the same as here. And hopefully that will fix it. Okay, it did. Let's see if it's doing what we did. So now it's clockwise and then counterclockwise rotation. Okay, so that's repeating. All right, so this is example. We used library, and we use this step motor and to help us to using the library to look at some Arduino functions. All right, happy tinkering. See you next time. Bye.